And so let's say I'm a bank client who's unfortunately gone through the bankruptcy process. How do you work with me as opposed to a regular client who's, just doing just fine?
Well, I try to treat all my customers exactly the same. It doesn't matter if you've got $2 million. It doesn't matter if you've had bankruptcy or not. We're all human beings, so I just work with them, and if they need assistance, we do what they need had done.
Is there any advice that you can give to people as a banker who are beginning to have financial problems and may have think they're going to lose their job or just lost their job or are having some problems with credit card debt or medical situations? What advice would you give to them as a banker?
As a banker, I would steer them to a credit counselor because the the credit counselor can try to help them work through it. We try to talk to people before that becomes an issue. If I see a young kid who has 12 credit cards, I instantly am like, no, come on, we need to get these closed, we need to manage your credit. So we really have to try to coach them before they go to bankruptcy.
Okay. And let's say they are beginning to have financial problems and those problems are growing, not quite to the point where they're even thinking about bankruptcy. Any advice at that stage, if you will?
I can think of my neighbor because he was contemplating having to go into bankruptcy. So we sat down and went over all of his financial statements and were able to readjust his debt and kind of balance things out. But if you don't talk to your banker, they're not going to be able to help you.
All right. And let's say you're that client who's, just on the verge and you don't know what to do about filing bankruptcy or not bankruptcy. What advice do you give that situation? What advice do you give that person who's on the edge, if you will, between should I file for bankruptcy or not file for bankruptcy?
That's when I give them the guidance to go see someone such as yourself to just see if that's really where they need to be.